start with the ingredients of the bird's eye chili chutney or the hot oil. First thing first, gloves. Do not handle the bird's eye chili without gloves. I repeat, do not handle the bird's eye chili without gloves. So, coming back to the ingredients, we have of course our bird's eye chili that I just harvested, garlic cloves, a pinch of brown sugar, half a tablespoon of sea salt, 1 bay leaf, an inch of ginger, cinnamon stick, 2 star anise, few peppercorns and few cloves. In a hot wok, add in any bland oil. I am using a light olive oil, but you can use any oil. The oil shouldn't be strong. Oil is getting hot. We are going to add our cinnamon stick, star anise, the peppercorns and the cloves. Do not burn the whole spices. Let them slowly get infused into our oil. Lastly, we add our bay leaf. This will add half an inch of ginger. Our next step is to take the garlic cloves and carefully clean the bird's eye chili while wearing the gloves, of course. These are quite pungent, so that is why we are using the brown sugar, just a pinch of brown sugar. We will now grind the bird's eye chili and the garlic together. If you want a fine paste out of the garlic and the bird's eye chili, you can add a pinch of salt or the sea salt, and then you can grind it in a smooth paste. So now you can see I have made a fine paste out of the garlic and the bird's eye chili. See, our oil is slightly getting heated up. I repeat again, do not burn the ginger, the bay leaf and the whole spices, because that is going to ruin the taste of the chili oil. As you can see, oil is nicely bubbling up. I can smell the star anise, the ginger and the cinnamon and the cloves, of course the bay leaf. Now I am going to remove the whole spices. You can totally skip this step, but I am going to remove it. I am going to keep the cinnamon and the star anise, and rest I am going to take it out. So bay leaf and ginger comes out. Please don't throw this away, you can use in curries and whatnot. So I am keeping the star anise and the cinnamon stick. To this, now if I would advise you to switch off the gas and very carefully, very carefully, without spluttering, add in a garlic and red chili paste. I sometimes also add coriander stems, but then the hot oil doesn't last that long with the coriander stems. So you can skip coriander stems if you want, but that just adds a different taste, nice taste to it. So you can add coriander stems also. Wow, the smell is amazing. To this I am going to add a pinch of sea salt and a pinch of sugar. After a day the oil turns bright red, and it just tastes amazing after a day or two. If you do not have bird's eye chili, you can also use a normal dried red chilies. Not an issue. So this is how our bird's eye chili chutney is looking. Now if you want, you can also add in dark soya sauce and vinegar to it. You can hear the oil sizzle. Yum. Want to add soya sauce and vinegar, this is the time that you add those, but I'm going to skip that step and I'm going to switch off the gas and let it cool. After about half an hour, when chili oil is all cooled down, we're going to bottle it up in a glass jar. So it has been about 15 minutes now. The oil is nicely cooled down. I'm using this mason glass jar to bottle my chutney. So first thing first, in goes the star anise and the cinnamon sticks. This sauce goes well with dumplings, momos, stir-fried noodles, fried rice, like almost everything. Make sure you collect every single drop of this golden oil. Don't waste the wok. You can stir fry an egg into it, you can stir fry noodles and use the oil. Please do not waste. So here we go. This is our bird's eye chili chutney. You can use it with stir fry noodles, fried rice, stir fry eggs, mushrooms, like almost everything and anything. Like I also have it with puran polis and chapatis and bhakris and whatnot. So this is a quite versatile oil. So if you have liked this video, hit the thumbs up. Do let me know what I should make next. Thank you for watching.